What up? About to react to another one. This is shout out to Inside a Hotspot. Yeah, you got them nice hip hop documentaries I love. Let's start reacting to them, and shout out to all the other ones too. Just how JayDaYoungan's crew crashed out after his passing. Long live JayDaYoungan. Wait, what's going on? Can y'all hear that?
With a well-known rapper in his hometown of Bogalusa. Officials say a family member was also shot and survived.
Now, when police were there, they also got a call of a second shooting a few minutes away near Ott and Marshall Richardson Roads. That's where they found a car shot up, but thankfully no one was hurt. And then fast forward, later in the night, a third shooting a few blocks away from Our Lady of the Angels Hospital where a home was shot up. Police Chief Kendall Bullen believes all three shootings are connected and part of a bigger issue of...
They're saying... Of what? What would they say? They cut out? Probably gang violence. Nah, DC on Fly be saying gang violence. Be like, what up, gang violence? Yeah, funny as fuck.
Kendall Bullen believes all three shootings are connected and part of a bigger issue of...
There seems to be two sides. When rappers, they seem to battle with each other or whatever, and you have the side that's followers of JayDaYoungan and the sides that are against them. And then
two sides. Tell us, sound like from the country. And
it appears a lot of times some of our shootings and things in the young age community are people that are on opposite sides of the rappers they follow and support.
Like we started already.
They said it's short, though, you know what I'm saying? That's how it be, you feel me? Like, nigga, we going to war with each other type shit. Niggas used to be homies, niggas used to be friends. Yeah. Then nigga grow up and start doing their own thing, chasing money and shit. Niggas just have crazy beef. I'm telling you, that's how it is all over the world.
Together, you know what I'm saying? But we end up doing our own shit at the same time, but we still together though. Like we still do something together, you feel me? That shit won't never change, but we had started doing our own shit. Like he dropped a tape, I dropped a tape, then we might drop one together and then drop two separate. That's how we doing this shit.
Ayo squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. You know I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this time things are not looking good for JayDaYoungan's crew. Last week, the Bogalusa Police Department announced that 16 members of his squad were getting hit with some heavy RICO charges, stemming from an investigation that started all the way back in 2017 and was carried out as a collaboration between 5 different agencies. From money laundering to racketeering, it looks like the Alphabet Boys did a lot of digging to find every single time anyone in Jay's crew stepped on the wrong side of the law, allegedly. Among those suspected is none other than...
Yeah, them people always wait for some tragic shit to happen for them to come through. I'm telling you, always wait for some tragic shit to happen. They be knowing what's up. They be knowing what niggas be doing and shit. They just want to come through, you know, try to do a sweep and shit when something happen, like, you feel me? Get motherfuckers out the way and shit. Stop motherfuckers from crashing out, doing all this crazy shit. Causing chaos.
Than the late JayDaYoungan's best friend, Mark Amos, more commonly known as FG Famous, who was arrested in August of 2002.
I know FG Famous, I love that nigga music. I didn't know that nigga, that was his name. I ain't gonna repeat that, but I don't like when some on the internet, these niggas be finding out nigga real names, just be saying that shit like, goddamn. Like, crazy.
22 in connection with a couple of retaliation shootings that went down on the night of Jay's hit. Still,
that's why niggas even make like stage names and shit, you feel me? Cause like, ain't nobody trying to use their real name, ain't nobody trying to even know that, like, ain't nobody even want anybody to know their real name, honestly. Dude, that shit crazy. Motherfucker, just not something to find your shit out, man. Shit. Nigga misuse that shit, you feel me?
most of the charges are tied to incidents that went down before the chaos that ensued after Jay was murked. And if he were still alive today, he'd probably be facing some serious charges in the pen himself. As of right now, it hasn't been announced.
Hold on, what's going on with the quality? I got a 1080. See that quality going down a bit?
the chaos that ensued after Jay was murked. And if he were still alive today, he'd probably be facing some serious charges in the pen himself. As of right now, it hasn't been.
I hate how motherfuckers be saying that shit. Like, certain these niggas who make documentaries and shit, they be like, oh, the nigga was alive, he would have been facing this and this and that. Like, nigga, you don't know. Family, just because these niggas come and do sweeps, like, after niggas pass away and shit, that don't mean, like, this shit was finna happen. You know what I mean? Like these niggas be thinking that this shit gonna happen, like, soon. You know what I'm saying? They be thinking it's gonna happen sooner. It's not like they think, like, oh, it's gonna happen later. They think, like, not long after the nigga died, that the nigga was, you know what I'm saying, went through that shit.
Been announced what kind of time his crew will be facing, but it's going to be interesting to see who folds and takes a plea deal and who puts loyalty on top. The indictment is pretty recent and the press has been real quiet about the specifics of what's going on and what's going down behind closed doors. But you already know how we do, so without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. If you don't remember what happened to JayDaYoungan and the craziness that engulfed the streets of Bogalusa after his hit, you already know I ain't about to leave y'all in the dark. So let's rewind and break it down right quick. On July 27th, 2022, 24-year-old...
Why he cover out his hand, though? What did he put up?
Javorius Scott, otherwise known by his rap name JayDaYoungan, was sitting in the front yard of his Bogalusa, Louisiana home on Superior Avenue with his dad, Kenyatta Scott Sr.
What's that on his pop's head? That line across his head. Nigga head on like my homie head on.
Louisiana home on Superior Avenue with his dad, Kenyatta Scott Sr. Up until that day, JayDaYoungan had been busy breaking records and taking names in the rap world, making a name for himself on all kinds of platforms and enjoying the perks of mainstream success. With multiple millions of followers on the gram and a loyal fan base, Jay was living the dream of every kid on the streets of Bogalusa. But that afternoon, his dream was cut short when a black truck pulled up in front of his house and 3 dudes hopped out with guns. His dad, who survived the incident, says he and Jay tried running inside the house, but 2 more armed thugs surrounded them and a violent shootout ensued. Even though Scott was armed and tried to shoot back at the attackers, they were outnumbered, and he ended up getting shot twice in the arm, and JayDaYoungan himself ended up getting hit about 8 times, according to bruh's dad. In the time it took the cops to get there, Jay lost a lot of blood. The paramedics...
8 times? And they really wanted him dead. Yeah, motherfuckers be on some bad shit, I swear.
Medics quickly took him to the hospital for surgery, but he sadly passed away at the hospital, leaving behind his dad and his girlfriend, Karina V, who had also lost a newborn baby she had with Jay about a month before the murking. That's tragic, yo. Later that night, the cops got a call...
Hey, that girl like somebody from
behind his dad and his girlfriend, Karina V.
Oh no, y'all watch Little Perfect. Little Perfect and they squad with FOE and shit. But I don't like that girl. People fucking nigga badass flaw.
V, who had also lost a newborn baby she had with Jay about a month before the murking. That's tragic, yo. Later that night, the cops got a call about another incident in which a car got shot up. And just a couple of hours later, there was yet another shooting at a house close to Our Lady of the Angels Hospital.
Now, when police were there, they also got a call of a second shooting a few minutes away near Ott and Marshall Richardson Roads. That's where they found a car shot up, but thankfully no one was hurt. And then fast forward, later in the night, a third shooting a few blocks away from Our Lady of the Angels Hospital where a home was shot up. Police Chief Kendall Bullen believes all 3 shootings are connected and part of a bigger issue of...
It took a while for the cops to figure out what went down that night and if the shootings were all somehow connected, but the official story is that after JayDaYoungan got shot up, his crew got word and they started sliding on their ops pretty much immediately. To this day, it's still unknown who hit Jay, but just a couple of weeks after the incident, the cops seemed to be pretty sure of who had been involved in the retaliation hits when they arrested FG Famous in August of 2022. It's been alleged that on the night of JayDaYoungan's hit, FG got word of the incident less than an hour after it happened and that he crashed out for bruh big time, spinning the block to avenge his fallen brother without thinking twice. Later in 2022, FG...
Yeah, he said it was on do it. Remember, he dropped the song in the name of 23. They said it was finna crash out. They went ahead and did it.
G Famous dropped his song Me and My Brother, in which he made it more than clear that he was planning to be out on the streets exacting revenge for his bro. Just listen to these lyrics, yo. Now I'm lost without you, but somebody gon' suffer. Saw your face on the news and I cried a whole puddle. I put that on you, I'ma stand for you, brother. You know I'ma touch them and ish on the mothers. Hit the scoop and run down with them cutters. Gotta do that for Jay. We stay with each other damn near every day. Pretty powerful stuff, but unfortunately for FG and the rest of JayDaYoungan's crew, it looks like they're the ones who gonna end up suffering big time. Stay with each other damn near every day.
Saw your face on the news and I cried a whole puddle.
Stay with each other, damn Youngan's crew. It looks like they're the ones who gonna end up suffering big time. On February 6th, the DA of Franklinton, Louisiana announced that 16 members of Jay's crew, consisting of 15 dudes and 1 female, were getting hit with some heavy RICO charges. This wasn't exactly surprising to anybody who had been following the chaos on the streets of Louisiana since JayDaYoungan's passing, but wait till you hear about them charges. According to several newspapers from Bogalusa, the investigation was carried out as a collab between the DA's office, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the Washington Parish Sheriff's Office, the Bogalusa Police Department, and the Franklinton Police Department. Man, with that kind of firepower stacked against you, how you gonna escape a RICO charge? These guys really was not playing, and they took more than 6 years to gather all the information to bring Jay's crew to justice. The main accusation was that the crew was operating a firearms and narcotics distribution.
See, that's what they do. Like, they know, like, JayDaYoungan was getting some real, like, legal money from music and shit. So, you know, he was keeping him and his whole crew all busy and shit. That's why they're leaving him alone, kind of. So I think, but then now that he's gone, like, what the homies gonna do, you know? They gonna go back to doing what they know. You feel me? Whether that's trapping, jacking, whatever, you know. Like, that's what they gonna go back to. Like, it's bound to happen. They know that.
Network in Washington and St. Tammany parishes, with the specific charges including hit, attempted hit, solicitation to commit a hit, kidnapping, unlawful possession and trafficking of firearms, distribution of controlled dangerous substances, possession of controlled substances with the intent to distribute, money laundering, obstruction of justice, possession of Schedule II substances, and tampering with evidence. Man, that's a lot of charges. I can't.
Yeah, I had some shit. There was some shit.
Possession of Schedule II substances and tampering with evidence. Man, that's a lot of charges. I can't front.
Like,
the worst part is that's not even all of them. And this was just the second indictment. The first indictment took place on September 20th, 2023, when the DA's office and the Louisiana State Police announced that 25 people from Jay's crew were being office and the Louisiana State Police announced that 25 people from Jay's crew were being accused of moving $20 million worth of on the streets of Louisiana from 2022 to 2023. 20 million, man, they from 2000
with that rap money. Damn, nigga. And nigga be talking that shit in the music too, saying, yeah, nigga, you know, nigga take that rap money, then go and trap with it. They go take that rap money, go flip it in the hood. Nah, nigga, some of them niggas really be serious, yeah. Allegedly. Fuck, it's fucked up.
2022 to 2023. 20 million. Man, ain't no way, bro. Now, I ain't a lawyer, but I know things ain't looking too good for Jay's crew. And if you look at the timelines of the investigation, if Jay himself hadn't got murked, he would also be facing similar charges and some serious time in the big house. According to Bogalusa,
maybe would've. No, would've. Maybe would've.
PD to 15 gentlemen and some serious time in the big house. According to Bogalusa PD, the 15 gentlemen and lady who got indicted had all been under investigation since 2017, which means the charges didn't just spring up out of nowhere after Jay's passing. Nah, they had it coming from way back when Jay was still alive and doing his thing.
Nah, nigga, just cause nigga investigate, no, don't mean something coming. It just mean nigga just keep an eye on a nigga. Just like how when you go to these certain stores and shit, you got cameras out front of the store. They got them cameras there, not because, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga did some shit, you know what I'm saying? They got them cameras there just in case a nigga do some shit. Feel me? They got some cameras there just to monitor motherfuckers, make sure niggas doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always mean, oh, because, oh, something happened, you feel me? Or, like, nigga, some certain people under investigation and shit. Like, I'm telling you.
As for who's included in the list, some of the names you might not recognize because some of the accused aren't even from Louisiana, with some of them coming from Fort Worth and Killeen, Texas. But among the indicted are Kenyatta Scott Sr., who was his father, Mark Amos, aka FG Famous, Joe Black, Jamar McDowell.
Yeah, you gotta say his name like that.
But among the indicted are Kenyatta Scott Sr., who was his father, and out of the 16 members, the one female was 37-year-old Brittany Mays of Jonesboro, Georgia. And here's the thing, y'all. Everybody says that they ride or die with their crew when things are going smooth. But when the cops step in and gangsters start to face some real possibilities of spending the rest of their lives behind bars, loyalties get broken, friendships get thrown out the window, and confessions start coming out of left and right, even from the dudes who said they'd never rat on a fellow gang member.
Yeah, exactly. Motherfuckers don't know how to hold water, you dig? Motherfuckers don't know how to hold water. You see how that drop? That's how motherfuckers be. Like, they don't know how to hold that shit. They just that's how they is. They just drop the shit. Motherfuckers don't know how to fucking keep a secret. I can't really blame them though. A lot of people don't really know how to act like a criminal. And sometimes to hold down a good secret, you gotta have been a criminal before. You gotta have did crime before. You dig?
It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out in the interrogation room. But you already know I'm gonna keep y'all updated, y'all. Until then, stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out, y'all. Rest in peace to JayDaYoungan, man.
Yeah, long live, Sean. We don't say rest in peace, nigga. Long live the members. You dig? We don't say rest in peace. Long live the members. They live through me. Yeah. Real shit. They live through me.